if we look at the modern history of the 49ers now, I don't even know what modern history means anymore. I guess what you and I were able to see with our eyes. So we didn't get to see Joe the Jet Perry play football. Um, but we did get to see Roger Craig play a lot of 49ers football. And I was thinking about this as far as most complete running back in 49ers history. I think CMC is on a short list. And the guys that I had next to him were Roger Craig and Frank Gore. Gore was not going to catch the football like this, but Gore is probably a better blocker than CMC. CMC is not really asked to do much of that. Roger Craig could literally do both, but probably not as fast as CMC. Gore hit the hole a lot faster than Roger did too. But those three guys, for our eyes, are probably the three standouts. And if you want to honorable mention, Garrison Hurst is pretty close, to that level. When he was on, he was fantastic as well. And man, CMC's only been here not even a full season yet. And we already have him on this list of like elite running backs in 49ers history, which tells you how good he is. Now, you kind of have to step back, and when you do a list like that, we probably got to wait a couple years in order to see who was actually. But man, Frank Gore and Roger Craig are on, in the upper echelon of 49ers players in our lifetime. And I think CMC is right there with both of those guys. That's how much I praise this guy. And Frank Gore, if I have this rule where I don't buy a jersey of anybody who I am older than. I have to buy a jersey of people who I may cheat a little bit for Gore because I'm quite a few years older than Gore. Gore and Kaepernick, if I could find a Kaepernick jersey, those are the two guys. But other than that, I'd have to go Joe and Jerry and Roger and Ronnie. Those are my guys. But Frank, if I could find myself a Frank Gore jersey and a Colin Kaepernick jersey, I might break my own rule. That's how highly I think of Frank. So for me to put CMC next to Frank on a list like that shows you how much I believe in this dude.
Frank is probably my favorite 49er. I just really respect and admire what he did for those teams. And if I were right now, like you say, it's early because Christian has only been here. I don't even think he's played a full. He hasn't. Obviously, he couldn't have played a full 17 games, so not even full season yet. So we've got some time. The only place I would give Frank the advantage is kind of what led into this conversation. Is Frank is the kind of dude that could get you 30 carries. If you needed to feed the ball to Frank, if you wanted him to salt the game and you wanted to give him 30 carries, he was durable enough to give them to you. I don't think you could use Christian the same way that you use Frank. They're just two different players in that way. But I do believe, like you said, that in terms of just an all-around player, already Christian is probably that dude. I mean, obviously we have to see more, but there's very little that he can't do to impact the game.